Hello, welcome. This is the 6 yard box. Welcome to the 6 yard box. We're getting ready for the big brand new season 24-25 in the Premier League. This is the Premier League preview. This is the football show, where we look at the games taking place over this weekend. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. It's all about the Premier League. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And let's get straight into it. This is the Premier League show, and then we're gonna go straight into and check out the fixtures. We're gonna be doing our preview, our what do you call it, season prediction as well. That will be coming in a couple of days, maybe tomorrow. That should be coming tomorrow before the first game of the season. So let's get straight into it. You can see the watch alongs at the bottom of your screen. That's the watch alongs we'll be doing for this weekend. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new as a subscriber. If you're watching me for the first time, you're going to be seeing my big head a lot over this Premier League season. Can't wait. Let's get straight into the fixtures. Let's get straight into the fixtures. As we can see on the screen, the Premier League fixtures. It all kicks off tomorrow, Friday, the 16th at 8 p.m. Manchester United go to Fulham. This kind of games early on in the season, everybody's still not quite at the right place. Physically, that's why you get all these crazy results at the first 10 or 5 games. Let's say 10 games. Let's say 5 games in the season. So you're gonna get some crazy results. This one, I think, if this was an away fixture, I would say maybe Manchester United might lose, but because it's at home, they got a couple of signings in as well. They got Delete, they got Euro is out for a couple of months. They got Masuari as well, the Ajax, former Ajax right back. So they're going to be boosted by these signings, Manchester United. Fulham, I think they've got a couple of players. I'm not sure who the players they've got in, but I know they want to sign. They're trying to sign Scott McTominay from Manchester United. I'm not sure if that one is still going to go through or not. Check out my transfer shows as well. We're going to be doing Friday transfers tomorrow. It's every Friday. Check that one out as well tomorrow for the latest transfer news. And there's from Transfer Up every Friday. So that one should be dropping tomorrow also. And so for these fixtures, I'm going to go the Premier League fixture. I'm going to go the first game tomorrow. I think I'm going to go Manchester United winning by 2-1. I can just see that on the screen, 2-1. That's what I'm seeing. I think United will just about get this one over the line, beating Fulham. Fulham have lost their midfield engine in Palinia. He's gone to he's gone to Bayern, and I think that's a big miss for them. Are they going to be able to fill that void in midfield? So for this one, I'm going to go United to win by 2-1. Then we go on to the Saturday fixtures. A lot of 3 o'clock fixtures there. The first game early morning on Saturday, 11. That one will be, let's say, 12:30. That will be Ipswich coming to the Premier League for the first time, playing Liverpool. That one should be interesting, and it's going to be interesting to see Ipswich go. McKenna there, Paul McKenna, as the manager. I think they're going to play pretty football. I saw them beat. I can't remember who they lost. I can't remember who they beat last season. I can't remember. But I know they play very good football. They were a good side in the Championship. Premier League is a different ball game entirely. And I think for this one, I think Liverpool will just win this. I think Liverpool might win by 3-0 on this fixture. And then we've got the Arsenal Wolves as well tomorrow. That one is a 3 o'clock kickoff. Arsenal going to be fighting for the title again. there's no doubt in my mind that they'll be up there again, unless something big really happens. If we check this fixture, the past fixtures, you can see the recent results. I think from that rough fixture there, you can see that the last six recent fixtures, last six Arsenal in their last games against Wolves, we beat Wolves in the last fixture. And the last two fixtures, Arsenal beat them by 2-0. So, you can see where that result is going. I think Arsenal will win that one comfortably. I think maybe 3 goals to 1. Then we go to Everton taking on Brighton. That one is going to be a 3 o'clock kickoff as well. Everton, Brighton. Brighton have got a new manager. I don't know the name of their manager. I can't remember his name, but he's coming into these fixtures very ready. He's going to be flying, and he's. I think this one is going to be interesting to see what happens. Um, um, Everton is an unknown quantity. They can't be going through the same thing that they were going through in the last fixtures, and yeah, it is going to be interesting to see what happens. Uh, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that one. I think Everton and Brighton. I think that's going to be very interesting. But I think Brighton will win this one. Everton, I'm not sure what we're going to get from them. They always start the league very badly. Brighton, they got a new manager. They posted in for another player. I think he's Rutter. I think I can't remember his name now. And Everton wants to sign. Brighton wants to sign him, and he's somebody that. The manager spoke a lot about. But I think Brighton will win this by 2 goals to 0. Let's check the last two fixtures. It's ended 1-1. Actually, in both fixtures, it's ended 1-1. But tomorrow, I think Brighton might just get a victory in this one. I'm going to go Brighton by 2 goals to 0. Newcastle taking on Southampton for this fixture. This one, Newcastle trying to sign Matt Gay. They're trying to get him in. For this one, I think Southampton, they've got a couple of players as well that they've signed. I think they got one. I can't remember the name of the player right up the top of my head. But yeah, it's this one is going to be it's going to be an interesting fixture. I think Southampton coming into the division is a just chalk and cheese really. When you come into the Premier League. They've been looking at a couple of players, Southampton as well. Newcastle want to sign Mike Gay. That's one of their big signings. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I think Newcastle just got this at home. First game of the season. The stadium will be crazy. They'll all be mad up there. In Newcastle, I can only see a victory there for I can see a victory there for Newcastle. I'm gonna go 3-4-0. Forest taking on Bournemouth. This one, Forest almost almost went down last season. I think they should be more prepared this season. We keep playing with fire, you're gonna get burnt. That's why I think they got a couple of good players in there. They got what's his name? They got this I can't remember his name now. He used to be at Chelsea, Callum Hudson-Odoi. They've got the big Nigerian striker as well. They've got Langa there, pacey, very quick. They've got who else have they got? They've got Elliot and Anderson. They signed Elliot Anderson, Forest as well. That's one of their new signings. So yeah, he's I don't know him, but at least they got a new signing in. So yeah, Forest are going to be offering Bournemouth. They just agreed a deal for Everton. The Everton, the Brazilian striker, to replace Solanke. They signed him for I think it was 34 million or something. That's how much they got for him. So yeah, it is going to be interesting to see how that happens. They got Moreno as well. So Forest, they got another signing, Moreno. Got that one in as well. So yeah, teams are trying to do business. They're doing business. But this first game, you can't sign anybody on the day of the game. You can sign players at the end of the season. So you just gotta go with what you have right now, and hopefully, you don't get smashed. Because first game of the season, we get beaten like 5 or 6-0. You're under pressure already. So for this one, I'm gonna go Bournemouth. Bournemouth, they play good football. I think I'm gonna go for a good draw in this one, 1-1 between Bournemouth and Forest. For that one, then West Ham, 5 o'clock kickoff. West Ham and Aston Villa. Yeah, that one is going to be interesting to see what happens. It's going to be a cracking game. West Ham have signed a host of players to Debo. They got him through the door. They've signed. What's his name from Wolves? Can't remember his name now. The big centre back from Wolves. They got that one in as well. They signed Jose Rodriguez, the Argentine international. They signed him in as well. They got roughly about 7 players in. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, they signed that one in as well for Manchester United. So they got a couple of good players. Villa on the other, and they've signed a couple as well. I think they've got in a couple of players. Can't remember them off the top of my head now. If you go and check, if you check the head-to-head in the last 2 meetings, West Ham drawing at home to Villa, and in the reverse fixture, Aston Villa beating West Ham by 4-1. Tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. It's going to be a tough game. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. West Ham new signings might find it difficult to gel. That's a 5 o'clock kickoff, 5:30 kickoff. So yeah, that one promises to be a cracking game. Then we've got the Sunday fixtures. We got Brentford taking on Crystal Palace. That one is at 2 o'clock. Brentford, Ivan Toney is still there. They're going to get their striker they signed. He's injured. So I don't think Ivan Toney might be leaving. Crystal Palace, bought in Kamada. I like him, the Japanese international. It was a Lazio. Used to be at Frankfurt. He's a very good player. I liked him. The number 10, they brought him in to strengthen. Brentford too have made a couple of signings as well. This one promises to be a cracking London derby. It's going to be a cracking game, no doubt. Is this still going to be at Palace? It's going to be there over this weekend, that's for sure. So yeah, that's a good fixture. Both teams. Let's check what their last 2 fixtures are. Crystal Palace beating Brentford by 3-1, and in their reverse fixture, it was a draw at the Community Stadium in Brentford. So that one, I'm gonna go this time around. I'm gonna go for another draw, 1-1 between Palace and Brentford. Chelsea taking on Man City. This one, Chelsea have got a host of signings in. They got the Wolves left Pedro Neto in, right winger Pedro Neto. They've signed a couple of players as well. City have not. They've signed a striker. Savinia is a midfielder, left winger. Signed. That's the only signing they've made so far. Chelsea have got a couple in. Neto has been signed. They signed. What's his name? Aaron Duxbury from Leicester. They've got him in as well at Chelsea. So Chelsea have made, they got a new manager as well. Manager Maresca is in. Got a couple of players in as well. Chelsea, they got loads of players, to be honest. We're going to see what happens with them in these first fixtures against City. City, this is the time to beat City. If you're going to play them, if you play them earlier on in the season, you have a better chance of beating them. I don't think Chelsea lost to City at all last season. Let's just check the reverse fixture. It was 1-1 and it was 4-4 in the reverse fixture. I remember that 4-4 game. It was a cracking game at Chelsea. So for this one, I am going to go for a win for City. I'm going to go for a 3-2 victory to City. Loads of goals. So I'm going to go for 3-2 to City. And then the Monday Night Football to wrap it all up. Tottenham taking on Leicester and going over to the Foxes den to play Leicester. This one, I've not seen Leicester played recently, to be honest. I know they came up, they won the division with Enzo Maresca. They got a new manager in there, Scott Parker. Different style of play, I think. And yeah, I think this one, Tottenham have got a couple of signings. Solanke, Bogval, a couple of young players in there as well. Archie Gray from Leeds. Leicester, they've got, they're trying to get some players in. I'm not sure who they've signed so far. I know they must have signed somebody because, everyone is signing. So Leicester can't come off the top of my head now to name a player they've signed. But, they still go for doing Didi there. They go in Didi. I know, what's his name, left, Kelechi Iheanacho has gone to Seville, I think, in Spain. So, but Leicester, they still got a couple of good players in there as well. They got the two wide men, quick, fast wide men. They got, what's his name? Jamie Vardy as well. So it's going to be a tough game, but I'm going to go for Tottenham to win. It's by 2-1, or maybe 3-1. Those are the early fixtures, first round of fixtures for the Premier League game day 1. Looking forward to these fixtures. Make sure you join me for all the watch alongs. They're all scrolling at the bottom of your screen. That one is going to be Saturday, Sunday fixture as well, then Monday as well. Should be first, it should be interesting over this Premier League new season. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. Gonna be doing a lot of stuff coming in the new season. Just watch this space. Subscribe, like, share. Thank you to all my subscribers. 100 plus now. We're heading for 150, 200. That's the game. Thank you for watching. This is the football show. This is the Premier League preview, week 1. And yeah, looking forward to it. Can't wait.